Hi, I'm Danielle, and today we are going to embark on a shamanic journey. The intention today is to journey deep into our hearts, to become familiar with the surroundings and what we're holding within our heart space. If you haven't journeyed before, you can do whatever you feel called to do with your body. A lot of people like to lay down and cover their eyes. Some people like to dance. Some people like to sit in a meditative position. Do what your body feels called to do. I would suggest listening to this on headphones and enjoy the journey. So get comfortable, whether you're going to lay down or sit or even stand. And just allow yourself to arrive here now, into this space of you, giving yourself full permission to be present within your body and in this journey today. And bringing your hands to your heart and setting the intention, maybe even saying it out loud. My intention today is to journey into the inner scapes of my heart and to allow whatever messages need to come through, whatever my heart would like me to know. And I invite you now to gently deepen your breath, taking a nice inhale through the nostrils and allowing the belly to expand, holding it at the heart, and then opening the mouth and exhaling. Let's do it again. Inhaling, belly expands, lungs open, bringing that precious breath all the way up to your heart and holding it there. And exhaling. I invite you now in your mind's eye to visualize yourself in a beautiful beach landscape. Bring yourself there with all of your senses activated. Noticing first the colors and textures that surround you. Noticing the blue sky above and the sand below. Activating the sense of sound now. Noticing what sounds fill this landscape. Perhaps you hear the sound of seagulls or even children laughing in the background. You definitely hear the sound of the ocean or the sea. Notice that sound of the waves gently crashing. Activating your sense of touch now. Visualize your hand reaching out next to you, grabbing a handful of sand and feeling the texture between your fingertips. And I invite you now, if you're not already in your mind's eye, to stand up, gazing down at your bare feet on the sand. Feeling the textures of the sand between your toes. Activating the sense of smell now. Noticing what this landscape smells like. Perhaps it's sweet or even salty. And now Let's bring our gaze towards the horizon, noticing the point where the ocean meets the sky. And as you are focusing on the horizon line, start to walk towards the ocean, 1 foot at a time. And just like magic, in front of you, a table appears. And it's a table set for one. It has the most beautiful tablecloth on it, and maybe even a candle flickering in the wind. You sit down at this table, and just like magic, a plate appears on the table. And it has the most delicious piece of fruit right in the center. First, notice the colors and textures that the fruit is made of. And then reach your hand out and grab hold of that fruit between your fingertips, feeling the juice running down your hand. And bring it up to your nose and smell it. What does that fruit smell like? And then go ahead now and slowly bring it up to your mouth. Place it on your tongue and activate your sense of taste. Don't bite it just yet, just savor it for a moment. Maybe saliva forms in the back of your mouth. That's how powerful you are. Just by visualizing a piece of fruit, you created a physical response in your body. And that's how the journey is going to work today. So go ahead now, and you can chew it and swallow the fruit. All of your senses activated. And just like magic, the plate disappears, and in its place, a piece of paper appears with a pen. This is for you to write your intention. Your intention for today is to journey to the heart, to visit the inner landscape of your own heart, and to see what awaits you inside. Go ahead now and fold up that piece of paper and bring it with you as our journey continues. You stand up next to the table, still gazing out towards the horizon, and you notice something magnificent starting to form. It looks like it's the shape of a human, like a giant human coming out of the ocean. And as your eyes become more attuned, you realize that this giant human is actually you. And you notice that this beautiful light is emanating right at the heart center. And right where this giant version of you resides, the ocean separates and creates a pathway to your heart. And you notice this light that's shining from your heart is actually a set of golden gates. And as you get closer and closer, the golden gates open. retrace our footsteps back now. Go ahead and walk along the river's edge until you come to the place where you entered the river. Take one last look at your inner landscape, the Garden of You, the most sacred space. Go ahead, head back to the Golden Gateway, the doors that had the hieroglyphs on them. See your hands reach out and push them open, bringing you back into the lotus of your heart. And as you arrive back here, those doors close behind you, and you notice the lotus is glowing. Your heart wants you to visit. Find the next set of golden doors, the ones that you entered the lotus through. Go ahead and push them open. Start to climb down the golden ladder, and those doors close. You go all the way down to the ocean, where the ocean separated, and you can see your own footprints in the sand, and retrace your footprints back now, all the way back to the beach. Back past the table, all the way to the place where you began, whether you were laying down or sitting or standing. Bring yourself back to that place. And back into your physical body. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Wiggling your fingers and your toes and bringing your full awareness back into your physical body now. And if your eyes are closed, slowly opening them, bringing your awareness back into the room. I hope you enjoyed your journey. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll have more journeys to come. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.